Hey, and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about a hot topic, and that is separation anxiety and how you can prevent it in your dog. If you don't know what separation anxiety is, it's when your dog develops a fear of being apart from you. So while this may seem really sweet that your dog loves you so much that they're getting anxious in your absence, it actually can be very dangerous for your dog. So separation anxiety shows itself in many different ways. It's very unique to each dog, but some of the more common ones are whining or pacing, barking excessively when you're gone, destroying the house, getting into the garbage, or then licking itself to the point of getting blisters and wounds. So it actually, as you can see, it can be quite dangerous. And whether the case is small or large, you definitely want to get it checked out and deal with that as soon as possible. So in this video, we're going to talk about how you can prevent separation anxiety from occurring in the future. If your dog already has it, then the treatment is going to be very unique and specific to your dog, so you're going to want to consult a professional for that. So now that that's all done, we can get into the video. The first thing that you can do in preventing separation anxiety is making your entrances and exits as uneventful as possible. So what I mean by that is when you're leaving, don't have this long drawn out goodbye with your dog, but instead say goodbye 15 minutes before, and then when it's time, just walk out the door without saying a word. Same with when you come into your house. What you should be doing is calmly taking off your shoes and your coat and then saying hello to your dog. So your dog is going to get more anxious if you give them a reason to be. So if you're all worked up every time you come and go, your dog's going to get worked up too. You want to show them that coming and going is completely casual, happens every day, happens all the time, and that there's nothing to worry about. The second thing you can do is provide your dog with a safe space. So whether it be a crate, an X-pen, or just one room of your house, your dog needs to have a place that they feel is completely their own, that they can go to in order to relieve their stress at you leaving. So puppies especially should never be given free rein of the house, especially when they're on their own. So you'll need to provide them with a place that they feel can be kind of like their own little bedroom. It's their own chill out zone. Giving your dog something to do will help so much in preventing separation anxiety. It gives them a task. It makes them feel like they're doing something, so they're not just focusing on their stress the whole entire day. So there are so many toys nowadays that have little holes in them that you can put kibble or peanut butter or whatever it is that your dog likes, and then it's going to take up a lot of their time and concentration in order to get that out, and with any luck, they'll be so tired by the end that they'll just sleep for the rest of your absence. So I'm going to leave a link below of some of my favorite toys, the ones that I have found work very well for you guys to check out. It's really, really important though that you don't give them anything that's going to splinter or break into pieces that they could potentially swallow, because that can be a choking hazard. So bones aren't a good idea. Neither are toys like stuffies that are going to break apart that your dog's going to then ingest while you're away. That can be very, very dangerous. But it is a good idea to give them safe things to do so that they can fill their day. Some dogs feel comforted by noise, especially dogs who come from a more hectic household. There's a huge difference between busy, busy, busy and then dead silence throughout the day. So you can duplicate this kind of noise by turning on the radio or the TV and having that on as you're away. That will make your dog feel much more comfortable hearing the voices. It will take away the stress because they won't feel so alone all day long. Start with short absences. So when you first get your dog, leave it alone for only a couple of minutes per day and then work up to an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and so on. That way your dog will see that you're leaving but you're coming back, so there's nothing to stress out about. And then as you increase the time, then your dog will keep that thought throughout the whole process, and they'll be less likely to then stress about you leaving. Separation anxiety is a serious condition and it should be taken very seriously. Though your dog may not have separation anxiety now, it doesn't mean that they won't develop it at some point in their life. So it's really important that you prepare now for it. If you follow these 5 tips, then it will lessen the chance of your dog developing separation anxiety, which will keep you calm throughout your dog's life. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and follow us on social media to check out what we're up to on a day-to-day basis. I feel like Django is always asleep when we're filming these videos, and it's just because we walk around so much and we have so many adventures that by the time we get home, he's just passed out. So you'll get to see him awake and happy if you follow us on social media. So do that and subscribe to the channel.